I'm going to meet a man who was born a slave. Shin Dong-hyuk began his life in a North Korean labor camp. It was the only world he knew until he was 23 years old. I wonder what freedom means for someone who first encounters it as an adult. Shin and his wife Leanne are meeting me in New York City to tell me his story.
Nice to meet
Leanne.
you. Yes.
How do you do?
Good.
So, how long you two been married?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, this April.
Is that a long time yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both. Feels long. At the same time, it feels like it was just yesterday.
Okay, got you out of holding. You've been free now for what?
11 years.
11 years?
Yeah.
Okay. But you were born in a slave labor camp.
Yeah. So
How did it come about that you were to be born there?
my parents go in the camp.
Mhm.
I was born in the camp.
They were political prisoners?
Yes.
The United Nations estimates there are about 100,000 political prisoners in North Korea. You can be thrown into a prison camp simply by speaking ill of the country's leader.
Let's talk to me a little bit about daily life while you were in the camp. You were there for a long time.
아침 4시나 4시 반에
We woke up around 4 a.m. and there would be some kind of signal, either a bell, maybe a speaker, and we would know it's time to go and work. So we'd do whatever task it would be. It could be farming corn, rice. It could be working in the coal mines. None of us had dreams or hopes for the future. It was just so natural. That's just the way it was.
Born there, lived there, died there.
우리가 일을 잘못했을 때 간수가 저희들한테 이제 그 초이스를 줘요.
If we do something wrong or don't work well, the guards would give us an option. You can either starve or get beat.
Gee whiz.
그게 뭐 간수가 이제 물론 우리가 그 수용소에서 처음
So one of the rules that we learn is that we are never ever supposed to eat anything that is not given to us. This little girl was probably 6 or 7 at the time, but she must have came across something to eat and she didn't want to eat it all at once and she must have wanted to save it, so she had hid it in her pocket. And one of the guards had said, "Why didn't you follow the rules? You know better than that." And he repeatedly hit her on her head and eventually she passed out.
그 다음 날 이제 학교에 안 나왔기 때문에 이제 뭐 그때
The next day she didn't come to class, so the guard sent us to go get her, but when we got to the house she was dead.
They beat this child to death.
그러니까 때리는 거.
What about your parents?
그 안에 다른 뭐랄 감정은 다
It's really sad, but they were just fellow prisoners to me. I didn't have any sense of family.
정말 기억하고 싶고 이제 쉽지 않고 이제 잊어버리고
The hardest thing in my
싶은
whole life is probably the memory of my mom and my brother. I learned as a child that I'm supposed to report to the guards at any point on my own parents, report if they're doing anything wrong. And the more I report on them, the better off it is for me. So I thought they were escaping and I reported on them. I really had no anticipation or thoughts of what would come from that. There were many people gathered and my father and I were forced to watch their execution.
엄마랑 형이 죽을 때 사실 이제 개인적으로는
But honestly, I really had no emotion
When it happened?
when it happened.
그냥 엄마하고 형이 잘못을 저질렀고
In a way, I thought it must have been a sin that maybe they
지었구나 하는 것에 대한 그런 반성이라고 할까요?
deserved.
To spend decades in chains and survive, to bear witness to murder and forgive, to rise from poverty and lead a nation. This is what it means to be human. This is the story of us.